Welcome to the AV-42C HUD and Flight Basics tutorial. Today, we will be going over each part of the heads-up display as well as basic control of the aircraft. On the top, we have the heading, which shows the compass bearing the aircraft is facing. On the right side, we have the altitude indicator and the vertical speed indicator. And as you can see, by pressing the altitude mode button, it changes the scale between radar mode and American Sign Language. I'm being informed by the ATC that ASL in this case stands for above sea level. On to the left side, we can see the current Mach speed and G-forces. If the G-forces are too intense, we will start to black out. Above that, we can see the hull integrity by percentage, and just above that, we have the current speed in meters per second. Above our speed, we can see the engine tilt from 0 to 90 degrees. On the bottom left, we can see the current level of applied thrust. Once we hit that bar in the upper 20%, the afterburner will kick in, giving us a great boost of power. In the middle, we have this little circle with 3 short lines sticking out. This is called the prograde marker, and it shows us the true direction of the aircraft. We can also see this little W-shaped thing, which is the level indicator. This will never move, as it is showing the direction the aircraft is facing. On the top left, we can see what weapon is currently armed. As you can see, it says no arm because no weapons are loaded and the master arm switch is off, but it has nothing to do with my lack of biceps. On the bottom right in this little box, we can see the current pitch, roll, and yaw. As you can see here, moving the stick around reflects real time in this display. Now, onto the flight controls. To pitch the aircraft up or down, simply move the stick up and down. To roll the aircraft left or right, simply move the stick left and right. To yaw the aircraft left or right, turn or rotate the stick left and right. If, however, you own a pair of rudder pedals, you can utilize those once you have enabled and configured them in the in-game settings menu. To change the power output of the engines, simply push the collective stick down for less power or pull it up for more power. Pressing the trigger on the collective engages the air brake while in flight and the wheel brakes while on the ground. Pushing the Oculus Touch analog stick or the Vive's trackpad up or down while grasping the collective will adjust the engine's tilt, which is reflected here on the HUD. If you use the Oculus Touch controllers, you will need to enable the touch analog stick in the in-game settings menu for it to work properly. It is also worth mentioning that all of those green horizontal lines on the HUD are part of the pitch ladder, which shows the aircraft's pitch in 5-degree increments. The thickest of the bars is the horizon, with the solid bars being above the horizon and the dotted bars being below the horizon. This concludes the AV-42C HUD and Flight Basics tutorial. Goodbye.